Hello students, let us start understanding the third application of Gauss theorem. In our syllabus, the third application is for spherical charged shell. Spherical charged shell. We have to find the electric field due to that shell. So before starting the shell case, we will understand the difference among the three cases. We should be knowing the difference. Spherical shell. Shell means the one which is hollow from inside. So if any charge is given to it, it will remain only on its surface. In the same manner, spherical conductor, solid conductor. Now solid conductor is not hollow from inside, but as the charge will be given to it, because in the conductor the charge can move. So due to repulsion, the charge will again come to the surface. So the diagram of the spherical shell and conductor are same. Shell is hollow from inside, so no charge can remain inside, no material to hold the charge. And conductor is solid from inside, but same charges cannot remain together, so they come on the surface. But if we are given spherical insulator, then spherical insulator is the one which is solid from inside. Charge cannot move now, so charge will remain in the whole body of the sphere. So these are the differences among the three cases. Now in our syllabus we have to complete only the spherical shell, so we will be now focusing our derivation for the shell only. So these two things I am removing. Now for the shell case also, since it is hollow from inside, we have to find the electric field for three cases: outside the shell, on the shell, and inside the shell. So these are 3 points: P1, P2, P3. Firstly, we will solve for outside case. Let us draw now. Suppose this is the shell given, which is positively charged. Radius of the shell we will always take capital R. Now our point is outside the shell. So suppose point P is here, it is outside. So the distance of the point is always taken smaller. That means this is the case when R is greater than capital R. Now our target is to find the electric field here. So as is the procedure, we have to always enclose the charge by Gaussian surface. So this is our Gaussian surface, this is the shell. Now the procedure is the similar. We will apply Gauss theorem. Integration of E dot ds is summation q upon epsilon 0. Now because the sphere is only one surface, means in continuation it's only one surface, it cannot be broken. So we have to solve this integration only once. So how to solve this integration? Go to the Gaussian surface. As I discussed before also, take S, ds, ds vector, E vector, and then angle. Let us start now. This is the Gaussian surface S. On this take ds, draw ds vector which is outward, then draw E vector, electric field here. Electric field will it be inside or outside? So we always keep a plus sign. Where this plus will go, due to this charged shell, it will be repelled. So electric field is also along the same line. So when electric field and ds are along the same line, the angle theta is 0. So here E ds cos 0 will appear, but cos 0 becomes 1, so we can remove it. Total charge we can write Q. E is taken out. And what is now integration of ds? So as I told you, ds means small part. Integration of ds means whole surface. So this whole surface area we want. So sphere's surface area is 4 pi r square. So we will write here 4 pi r square. So this way E answer will be obtained as q by 4 pi r square epsilon 0 or kq by r square. If it is not visible here, I'll write here kq by r square. Okay, so this is the answer for outside the shell electric field. In the same manner, let us start taking on the shell case. So let us draw the diagram. This was our spherical shell of the same dimension. I am drawing the spherical shell. Radius of the spherical shell is capital R. It is charged. Now our point P2 is on the shell only, on the shell. But P2's distance we always take, or point's distance we always take small r. So here we have got the idea, the relation between small r and capital R is that they are equal. You can see in the diagram. So what we can do, whatever formula we have got here, in that formula we will just replace small r by capital R. So this is the electric field for on the spherical shell. In the same manner, let us solve the third case inside the shell. So let us draw our shell of the same size. Radius was r, charge was here present. Now we have to take a point inside the shell. Inside the shell means P3 point. So suppose point P3 is inside. Now, as is the case, we should always take a Gaussian surface containing that point P3 here. Now, as we apply the Gauss theorem, is there any charge enclosed by this surface? That means, is there any charge present inside this surface? So answer is no. That means no charge is here present, because all the charge is only on the surface of the shell. So because the charge enclosed is 0, that's why the electric field is also 0. So the electric field inside the shell is 0. So 3 answers we have got for the shell. Outside the shell, electric field is kq by small r square. On the shell, electric field is kq by capital R square. And inside the shell, the electric field is 0. Okay.